To Mark Carney and the boys in Ottawa, are you man enough to take it? Coffee is for closers only. Can you seal the job? Can you get your majority next month, and can you ram through Bill C-9? Now, I do have to preface that, again, I can be bought and sold. I will be the biggest sellout in Canadian history. You guys want my ass off the internet, please do not. Charlie Kirk me. Don't do what you did to the truckers and debank me and freeze my bank accounts. I can be bought. Just send me an email. You guys got my info. You know how to find me. Mark Carney and the boys. I'll be a bigger supporter than Doug Ford in the last election. But point being, coffee is for closers. And if you think the coffee isn't coming, get a load of this. So, on top of the fact that they just passed Bill C-9, which is their hate speech law. So the police could come into this studio right now and arrest my ass for talking about this, as it's hate speech. I don't know what hate is or hate speech is, but apparently they can. And while they are trying to remove all the firearms and the guns in Canada, which, by the way, has an October 31st deadline, if you have not handed in your guns by October 31st, you are deemed a criminal in Canada. And if that wasn't scary enough, you just wait. It takes the taco yet. So the Liberal Party of Canada this month bought 30,000 rifles at a cost of about $10,000 per rifle. Do you think tyranny is not coming? Right? Think about it. They've already confirmed that in the last 10 years, 50 to 60% of the entire tax base has left the United States. 40% of the top 1% earners have gone, and then 30 to 50% of the top 10% have also left. That equates to about 50 to 60% of the entire tax base. How do they make up for this? Well, don't dig up any of the oil or the gas. Make sure the gas prices are high so the taxes are high, because 30% of the price of gas in BC anyway is just taxes. And so if gas goes above $2 a litre everywhere else in Canada, we get an extra $4 to $5 billion of taxes, of tax revenue. With the home sales tax, or the home equity tax they're talking about, where you pay a certain tax percentage if your home is valued up to $500,000, another percentage on the next $500,000, and another on the next $500,000, and then a certain percentage on anything else remaining, where they estimate that'll generate another $5 to $6 billion in tax revenue. And not even to mention my Native ancestors. Again, I'm a card-carrying member of the Native community. I'm not proud of it sometimes, but the facts are the facts, and I am more Native than I am anything else. I know I'm very handsome for being a Native fella, but I got them bony hips. Trust me. Anyway, with that being said, they're going to use Truth and Reconciliation as a way to tax you even further. Maybe take your property, but definitely tax you further on your home. The taxes will never go down. And while they are removing the majority of the tax base, they are also killing off the Canadian population with their MAID. There have been more MAID deaths, medically assisted dying, induced dying, than World War II deaths. So more Canadian people have been off by MAID than in World War II. And go figure, stats show 96% of them are Canadian citizens of Northern European descent. Go figure. You know, most of you retards like the way that things are, right? They make MAID almost like the new adult diapers. Remember any of the adult diaper commercials as a kid? Like, they made it cool to be like an old geezer and like shit yourself in public. Like, hey, I'm smiling. It's cool to piss yourself in Walmart. I got a diaper on. Like, MAID is the new adult diapers. It's cool to off yourself. Seasonal depression? Let's get you out of here. You don't have to be here. No need to. We hate you. That's literally the Canadian government motto. A message from the Conservative Liberal Party of Canada. Dun, 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 dun. Canada. We strive for mediocrity, and sometimes we even achieve it. You know what's interesting? Every single friend that I have, first off, my friends are not retarded. My friends are eyes wide awake. They are smart. A lot of them have higher net worths than me, or more successful than me, and that's the way I like it. I do not like to be the smartest person, the best person in the room. I like to be around much better men than I am. And one of the conversations we have a lot is, where are these retards that like Mark Carney, that think he's doing a great job, that love the Liberals, that are not worried about the future at all? Like, where are these people? They can't exist. They have to be fake. And I tell them, no, they are real. I have encountered so many of these people that genuinely believe this stuff. And I just bite my tongue, because at the end of the day, there is no saving Canada. There's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that you can do to convince these people, because they are so mentally ill and they bought into the propaganda and the programming. And you have to convince them to come to the other side if you want to save the country. I don't see you being able to do that. They are just they just love being slaves. They love a ruler. Right? Like, even during the scamdemic, don't bother getting mad at the politicians for enforcing these insane draconian mandates. Or maybe if you could think a little bit, being mad about the U.S. scientist who funded the coronavirus being created and then escaping a lab, whether it was on purpose or accidental, I don't know. I don't want to get too tinfoil hatty on you about that. Don't get mad about that. Get mad at Uncle Trav over here for rocking up to a grocery store and saying, I'm not wearing a mask because it makes you look like a slave. I remember this one old lady. Well, this must have been like the start of 2021. I didn't have a mask on. I don't give a shit. I'm rocking up. I'm going to go get me a croissant. I'm not wearing a mask. Too bad. Do something about it. Call security. And if they want me to leave, I'll leave. But I'm not putting a mask on. And this one old lady, she must have been like, biggest Mark Carney Trudeau lover ever. Might have even voted NDP.